The Format with your boy Matt Jackson, aka Ja Freak Killer, Lord Atheist, Lick My Plate Gaming, whatever. So anyway, so tonight it is 12:25 a.m. on a Wednesday, November 16th, and NXT was tonight. Well, NXT was November 15th, 2022. But it was a great show. I'm talking. This was a good show. Just a fantastic show. But so like and share and subscribe and enjoy the show. But definitely subscribe. And if you want to cash out me, you can. You can cash at me $1 or $2. It would help me out a lot. I could take my, like, it could help me, just help me because money goes towards, the show and all that stuff. And, like, so, like, whatever. So, it would be cool to have, like, some loose change or some loose dollar, just some money, some extra money in my pocket so I could take maybe my kid out to eat maybe sometime or, I don't know, do something with my kid or take the extra money and do something with it. So that's what the whole Cash App thing is. It helped me out a lot. Even if you cashed at me $1, or if you think about it, if 20 people cashed at me $1, then that'd be $20, right? So that's all I'm saying. And $1 is not a lot. So if you was to cash at me $1, I would accept it. Um, because it's the thought that count, and it would help me out a lot. Because like I said before, I do this show for free. I do everything on YouTube for free. Until like maybe that miraculous day that something happens and I actually make some money off of this. But I don't make money off YouTube at all. Um, I don't know how long that would take to even get there, but I haven't gotten there yet, so it's fine and dandy. But if you would like to help out the show and help out because um, my co-host does a lot of the he puts some money into the show too as well. So we've always putting money into the show, but of course he's putting money and product and whatever into the Hottest Fuck podcast as well. And I think that is a very entertaining show because it's two stoners talking about wrestling while smoking and chit chatting and having a good time. So I think that show's pretty good, and I like the way it's turned out, and people like it. Um, anyway, so if you would like to donate $1, that would be great. $2, $3, $5, whatever. I'm not asking for your whole paycheck. I'm not asking for really anything, but if you would like to, it'd be nice. Like I said, I could take my kid out to eat or something like that. We both got the McDonald's app, so we can go and eat really cheap. So, like I said, anyway, so we're gonna get into this NXT tonight because it was a very stacked show. But it was crazy. Like, okay, so um, the beginning of the show is what got me. Because they literally started the show off, and right now I am saving videos from my Xbox app to put up on my Plate Gaming channel. So I've got videos that are coming out, and I've already. And another thing before we get into the show, Lord Atheist YouTube channel is set up to where it is songs that are off the album that I just released, which the album is called Insignia. I shared it here. I don't know how many of y'all saw that post or whatnot, but that album did just come out. It got good views on it. I got good whatever. So I'm pretty happy with what it is. Anyway, so the songs all of that album are being released all the way up until December 8th. So I've got it all the way up till December 8th. Pretty much booked for Lord Atheist to push out and stuff. So I'm getting to where I'm gonna start doing that, trying to do that with all the channels. So if I have multiple stuff, so the only channel I really have a lot of stuff coming out of is the gaming and my music channel. So anything else is not really like that unless I have two videos that me and Joe do a night of like a prediction video and then a review of something. Then yeah, of course the prediction video would come out as soon as possible, and then whatever we did would come out a week from then or whatever. So whatever. So I'm trying to keep the stuff flowing, but I'm trying not to put out so much at one time trying to have it spaced out and all that stuff. So I've been doing a lot of work. So that's what I'm saying. I would, it would be nice if somebody would find it in their heart to cash at me a little bit. Um, anyway, so the first match was wild. It was Braun Breaker versus Von Wagner. NXT Championship title on the line. And after weeks of a conflict and confrontation, what I'm saying, of these two, they met inside the ring for titles on the line. So the challenge gained the upper hand early, using Mr. Stone as a distraction to get an advantage over him in the beginning. So he just like chunked, like pretty much just like grabbed Robbie E. We're gonna go with his old name. I bet y'all didn't even know that. But anyway, Mr. Stone, the guy that is with Von Wagner, is Robbie E. He takes him, chunks him over, and tries to chunk him into Braun Breaker to distract him so he can get the upper hand. But that doesn't work out too good. But anyway, so the match was pretty good. I liked what happened. It was a good match. I thought it was a fantastic match. But I thought it was crazy that they would start the whole show off with this. So it didn't really. I don't know. Something that. I'm just like, it doesn't make any sense. But because the main event was good and all. But they could have put them on at least. I don't know. Whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever they want to do. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just here for the ride, right? Um, but I'm trying. I don't know why I'm not being able to see the rest of this. But we had Zoe Starks come out, and she gave a promo and whatnot, trying to get back to where she was at and all this, and like trying to up her game and all that stuff, and do better and whatever, blah blah blah. I mean, she deserves something good in her way anyway. So we had Veer Mahan and Sangam going up against what was it, two nobodies or something? I can't remember who they fought now. I don't remember who they fought now. It's ridiculous. But that match was, of course, it was a squash match, basically. It was a good match, though, but it was just a squash match. So, um, good match, though. Good match. Uh, yeah, I mean, they had some really cool moves, too, in the match. You just have to just go watch NXT. If you did watch NXT, tell me in the comments, how did you like it? Did you like any of it, or what match was your favorite and whatever? And y'all can continuously do that. Comment. I would love some comments. But yeah, they took him out, they destroyed him, and I can't remember what they called them as a team, but they won. And then we had like Apollo Crews versus JD McDonough or Jordan Devlin, whatever you want to call him by, but JD McDonough versus Apollo Crews. The match was fucking amazing. There was a freaking flying, like, what was it called? What's it called when Trevor Lee, what's it called? Oh man, Crash Course. But it's like a Spanish fly deal, and it was a great move. I don't know, it was just a good match. Very technical. Apollo Crews won, beat JD, so that's good. That's good for him. We had the contract signing for Carmelo Hayes and Wesley coming up at Deadline, which we will definitely have a review on the Deadline. I'm going to try my hardest, my damnedest, to get Joe Cool to watch Deadline with me. I think he'll enjoy it a lot. So I'm gonna be getting him to watch that show, and so I'm gonna try to get him in some more NXT. But so I'm gonna try to get him to watch that show with me. Hopefully he will, and I'm pretty sure he'll love it. And then we'll put out a review, and y'all hear us talk about Deadline on the Highest Fuck podcast. Um, so like our month is pretty much booked for this show. So that's why I'm trying to throw in some extra stuff y'all's way, like, my thoughts on NXT, because, I really talk on things that, are like, oh man, I gotta talk about that. If I feel like talking about it, then I'm gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna review every show, because that'd be like Raw, which I wouldn't mind doing it, but yeah, I don't know. Uh, but I might try to start doing that every now and then, trying to do more and different stuff every now and then. Just try to keep it, whatever. So I don't keep doing the same. Like I don't want to do like Raw every year. Who is this guy, Bex? Who is this guy? I don't know who this guy is on TNA. But anyway, so I don't want whatever. But anyway, so then we had the Dyad, Rip Fowler and Jagger Reed. They faced off against the Jensen brothers or whatever they're called, the Country Boys. Uh, and shoot, that was a great match. It was fantastic. Let me talk to you. You got like the Dyad. I freaking love the Dyad. They're my favorite right now. Joe Gacy and them. They're like my favorite right now in NXT. Have been for a while. Joe Gacy, I've liked him for a long time, way before this, when he was in the Indies and stuff, and doing some stuff. And pretty sure there's people at Pure Pro Wrestling that's had matches with him or been in the same building with him that I've met along the way. But anyway, so that's how long I've known Joe Casey. So it's a great match there. But the Dyad, they're not wearing their shirt and tie. You would say they're like their fancy clothes. They're actually wearing their trunks that they used to wear back when they were the grizzled young veterans, basically. It was different, but it was, you could tell they're the grizzled young veterans now, especially with Drake. So yeah, great match. Simone getting in the face of one of the other guys. It was just a good match. So and then they got at it too. I just loved it. So Dyad won that match. Shawn Michaels came out and he gave us. Well, I don't think he came out to the ring. I think it was like a video, whatever of it. But he was talking about Deadline and the pay per view coming up for NXT, which I think is this Saturday. I'm not sure when it is. I'll have to look that up on the show and I'll tell y'all. Anyway, so he came out and he was talking about this new match, a fucking new match. I can't remember what they called it. Something Survivor, like Beat the Clock Survivor or some type of Survivor match, right? But it's actually the King of the Mountain match from TNA or Impact Wrestling. They used to have this same match back in the day, and it's basically like two people started off. Every 5 minutes, a new person comes out until all five people are in the ring, and then if you get a penalty or something like that, you be put in a penalty box. So then somehow if you get a penalty in the match, you'll get put in a penalty box for like 90 seconds or something like I don't even know, a minute or I don't even know. And then you'll get, saying. So it's set up exactly like this TNA match. So we're about to have that happen at Deadline. Two matches, one for the women and one for the men. So that's going to be amazing to happen. So thank you, Shawn Michaels, for that. But still, it's something that I've already seen. It's already been in TNA and stuff, but it's whatever. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it is, homeboy. So it's just what it is. But next match was Indy Hartwell versus is her name Tatum Paxley? I think. Anyway, no, I think it's Tatum Paxley. So them two fought. Tatum Paxley's got a face shield now. There was some backstage stuff with Odyssey Jones and that Blade and North or however you pronounce his name too. So I'm glad to see Odyssey Jones back. I'm very glad. I liked him. Jim Cornette was real high on him too. So um, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be high on him just because I say like Jim Cornette praise him. I do praise him on some things. But there's a lot of things he talks about and and he talks shit about him. Just like I don't agree with that. But I get what you're saying. Anyway, so Indy Hartwell versus Tatum Paxley. And Indy Hartwell won that match, which was good. But Ivy Neal was out there too. It's great to see her again too. I don't know. The crowd was good tonight. The show was good. The show was amazing. Let me talk to you. The show was freaking amazing. Um, the show was good. You can't deny what NXT's doing and what they're trying to do. Shawn Michaels is really doing some good stuff with this. Just amazing, uh, so to speak. Not so to speak, but it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? The main event of the whole night, though, was a last woman standing match. Okay, last woman standing, and it was my girl Mandy Rose versus my other girl. What was her name? Ava Fire, something Fire. Yeah, whatever. I can't remember her name, but anyway, Kaylee Ray is her name. But now it's Alba Fire. That's it, Alba Fire. That match was great, man. Fucking hardcore. Okay, what a hardcore match between Mandy Rose and Alba Fire for the women's championship. It was great, man. It was such a good match. Some good hardcore spots. You had Alba Fire dropped Mandy Rose onto the trash can, which was crazy. Just it looked like it hurt. And the way she landed, yeah, I think she landed pretty perfect, or as good as you can land. Um, Great match, and then they pulled out a ladder, and they did some other stuff. But you just gotta watch the match. I'm not here to give away everything, but you just gotta watch the match. I'm trying to tell you if it's good or not. To go watch it. The ladder. She's up there. They're about to do a spot through the table where Alba Mandy Rose is gonna throw the other one through a table, which was Alba Fire was gonna throw Mandy through a table, right, off the ladder or whatnot, and then. Oh my god. Next thing you know, there's a woman, okay, on the ladder behind Alba Fire. The crowd was like, what? I'm thinking they don't. It took me a minute to recognize her, okay? Because I thought, for some reason, because she has orange hair, red, orange hair, whatever, and she kind of looked like Gigi Dolan, right? And you're thinking it's Gigi. Well, at first glance, you think it's Gigi Dolan. Well, guess what? It wasn't Gigi Dolan. It was Isla Dawn. It was Isla Dawn. It was the modern witch. This age rich. It was that's what she is. Her gimmick's like a witch or whatever. The modern day witch or whatever she's called. Isla Dawn was behind Kaylee Ray. She pushed her and she fell into the table. Okay? The referee counts to 10. Mandy Rose keeps the title. So Mandy Rose keeps the title. But Isla Dawn, man. Isla Dawn. I'm so excited. Isla Dawn. I love her. She's so good. I just love her. So Isla Dawn. But after weeks of battles and stuff, matches and blindside attacks, the NXT Women's Champion Mandy Rose put her title on the line, though, against Alba Fire. Okay? Once again, this time in a last man woman's just standing match, man. I mean, they were bludgeoning each other right in the front in the beginning of the match, with Fire attacking the legs and leaving her noticeably hobbled. After the champion seemed to gain the advantage, Fire responded with a tornado DDT and a dive from the top rope to the outside. Rose tried to regain her momentum, but her leg buckled and Fire managed to drop her onto a trash can. That's what I was talking about. I'm reading a little bit into it, just because just seeing if I missed anything. After a battle on the outside, Rose nearly picked up a win. After Fire was dumped onto the steel steps. There's another spot I forgot. With Rose sealing down for the count after some come back and forth. Isla Dawn appeared, out of nowhere. The modern day witch. Yep, spit venom and flung Fire off. That's what it was. I know I was missing something. Okay, so I just had to. But anyway, so these were everybody that was on the show. I can tell you, everybody that was on the show tonight. Everybody that was featured on this show tonight was Braun Breaker, Von Wagner, Zoe Stark, Veer Sangha, Apollo Crews, J.D. McDonough, Wes Lee, Carmelo Hayes, Jagger Reed, Rip Fowler, Joe Gacy, Brooks Jensen, Josh Briggs, Kiana James, Fallon Henley, Indy Hartwell, Tatum Paxley, Ivy Neal, Mandy Rose, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn was all on this show tonight. And Scripps. This dude, I don't know what's going on with this. But there's something going on in NXT where this guy that it seems like he's calling himself Scripps invades the WWE Performance Center tonight with this eerie video. So we're not sure who this guy is, Scribs, at all. So we don't know. Okay, we have no clue. Okay, here's some other stuff that I missed out on, or I missed uh, earlier. But we had it is called the Iron Survivor Challenge at NXT Deadline. That's what it's called. But Roxanne Perez wants in on the Iron Man. Or the Iron whatever, Iron Survivor. And then we have, and like I said, Odyssey Jones backstage with Idris Anolf and Malik Blade. They hit the town, that's what they talked about. And I can't remember which one it is, but one of them was talking about why they wear the the sweater vest thing, and he was talking about how his dad used to wear them. Now, he's dead and all this stuff, and that's why he wears it and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's really dope. We had Javier Bernal. I hate this guy. This dude's trash. Claims he's being held back. Whatever he was sitting here challenging just random people left and right, and then the backstage interviewer is just like, they're out with an injury. Those guys were suspended. That was an injury. That guy's not back. That guy doesn't wrestle. That blah blah blah. So he kept picking people that's just nothing. Something about hard justice is coming to WWE. So I guess there's another character coming too. So something about hard justice. Oh, I know what it is. Hard justice is Donovan Dijak. He's coming back. I don't know why they're gonna put him right back on NXT when he. That's dumb. There was some dumb stuff when Wendy Chu tells Cora Jade to look in the mirror and all that stuff. I don't really care about Wendy Chu, so I was like not paying attention to all that. I like Cora Jade, but I don't like Wendy Chu. I don't like Wendy Chu as this gimmick. Let's get this cleared up. Wendy Chu is dope. She used to be that creepy thing, that creepy woman that was with Boa and them, and she used to sit in the chair and she looked like the girl from The Ring. If any of y'all remember that, that's Wendy Chu. So I do like Wendy Chu, but this is a play off Orange Cassidy. This is because Orange Cassidy is, this is basically an Orange Cassidy type gimmick, and I don't know. I'm not down with it. I'm cool it's a gimmick. I'm okay with it being a gimmick because there's been worse out there. But I just don't like it. Because she's good. Okay, so Indus Shear, that's what they call Veer and his brother. So Indus Shear challenged the Creed brothers two tonight. So they'll probably be fighting at. I'm hoping they fight at Deadline. They probably will be fighting at Deadline. So I mean that's basically everything. We also had a segment of Chase University, but if y'all have heard me before say it, I hate them. So I don't really pay attention to them. We had an Apollo Crews backstage interview. We had a Mandy Rose interview backstage too. Um, but and Zoe Stark, she's a hunter now. She is on the path now. She was fresh off of turning on her former tag team partner Nikita Lyons. Zoe Stark's addressed the NXT universe and put the NXT Women's Title Division on notice. So that's what she did tonight. Okay, so into Sheer, let's get back to that. Sheer and whatever they faced these guys named George Cannon and Jake Finado. So that's why I didn't remember them. So Veer and Singer laid waste. They laid waste to a pair of those guys, tossing them both around the ring, brutalizing their bodies. After a show of dominance, Veer picked up the pinfall. Didn't challenge the Creed brothers. Yeah. Um, Both JD and Apollo Crews have their sights set on the big prize NXT Championship. McDonough is fresh off of injuring Axiom, which is sad. Last week, immediately jumped on Cruz and took the advantage. The veteran Cruz responded in a big way, dubbing McDonough on the outside, slamming his spine first, while brought to the announcer's table. Uh, Booker T hosts the NXT North American Championship contract signing between Wesley and Carmelo Hayes, and that was a pretty cool. That was pretty cool. After falling short in the ladder match between and at Halloween Havoc, which y'all heard us talk about, Carmelo Hayes looks to regain his prize from current NXT North American champion Wesley. So they had a little talk. They about fought in the ring. Booker T stopped it and said this ain't happening, and that was it on that. But yeah, I'm just going over and seeing if I missed anything that I wanted to talk about. So, but yeah, Diad's looking dangerous. Indy Hartwell, yeah, she did pretty good tonight. I really like what she did. But yeah, immediately, okay, so yeah, she attacked, Andy Hartwell ruthlessly attacked Tatum Paxley, right? Took off her protective mask where her broken nose was and just fucking destroyed her. It was crazy. Um, but like I said, this was a great show. If y'all didn't see it, y'all should definitely check it out. If you DVR'd it, then awesome. If not, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, that was a great show. NXT has been on fire these weeks. Anyway, I think it's been pretty good. Pay per views have been good. Uh, I just think everything's been good. We're coming up on the 30-minute mark, so I guess I'll just make this. I'll just finish up talking about what I'm talking about, and then like and subscribe. If you want to donate, you can. You'll see it in the video or in the description of the video. Um, Cash App, money sign, all JFK capital, all three letters. JFK capital ILLAH. Um, and if y'all want to send me $1, y'all can. Like I said, it helped me out a lot. So anyway, this show will be coming out tomorrow, the 16th. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this to come out tomorrow. I don't care how many views the Raw review got. You literally have to put these reviews out as soon as the show's happening and it's over with. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I don't want it to be too long, so it's more work for me to do. So anyway, so I've basically talked about NXT and my thoughts and everything, and how I liked the show, and it was a good show. It really was a good show. I would check it out. I've been playing some WWE 2K today, 2K22. I was playing Fortnite just earlier today, but the internet was laggy and not good. And there's some new quests out that I'm trying to do to get some of this free items. I got one thing earlier from it's a Rocket League challenges on there, and I've been doing that. But I've been on 2K trying to grind out. Been grinding my faction, so that I can, because I've got a video getting ready to come out for Lick My Plate Gaming. It's a My Faction rewards video, basically card packs that I open on this game, and showing off what I get out of the cards. And it's a bunch of cards. So the whole video is filled with me opening cards from weeks and months of videos being collected of these little. It's little like 23-second videos that I've been collecting over a month or whatever it's been. Or every time I play my faction, I go in and I try to get some card packs open, or my weekly card packs. I've been opening them too, because weekly you get for on W2K on my faction you can weekly, like every day. If you sign in on my faction every day, you get a stamp for that day, which gives you whatever that day is. It could be um, you know my faction coins or the other things, the WWE coins, or you can get MFs, my faction. Yes, I just said that. Or you can get whatever else you can get. And then, so once you get 5 days collected, you get a card pack, in which, these card packs they're giving out right now are worth like a lot of my faction dollars, or whatever you call them, coins, dollars, currency, whatever it is. But they're hard to come by. You have to do a lot of matches, and you have to do a lot of these different things to and save it all up. So it could be like 9,000 worth, and that's a lot in game to come up with. And then I just bought a lot more cards. So I'm trying to do that video. So I've got that video that I've been working on, and I just dropped. I've been dropping just matches, but then I'm dropping a video tomorrow. We can play. It's Jerry Lawler versus Shawn Michaels, and that comes out tomorrow morning. Um, at UK, NXT UK. So anyway, so that's that on that. I don't want to make this any more longer, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about my faction and try. If you play the game, then play it because it's good. And my faction is good too. I like playing every now and then, which I do go a long time without playing, and I kind of like, I'm like, oh damn it, man. But this game is like, the reason I do that is because the next game that comes out isn't gonna have all my shit that I have from this one. It doesn't carry over like a game like Fortnite, where Fortnite's just one game and they don't put out new ones. They just update the damn game, and then you have everything that you had all the time. So all the characters, I'll always have those characters. You know what I'm saying? Um, but with like a WWE game, the characters are out on it that this game on this year could not be on it next year. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, you don't keep everything, and it's just so it's harder to get into stuff like heavily and binge on it like I do with a Fortnite or some other game that's like that where you can collect and you just keep it and you don't have to keep buying new games and then you know what I'm saying. So if you have just owning one game like a Fortnite is just better for me. I like that. I like it. I think it's dope because if it's like a freaking like this, then the next game I get, like I said, you have to start it all over again. If they have my faction for the next game, it's like starting all over and collecting all these cards over again. And it's ridiculous because there is like hundreds of cards to get of the same wrestlers. You can get like 10 of the same wrestlers. They're all different cards, different, HP, which is hit points, or well, not HP, but different, whatever it is, and whatever ranking, whatever it's called. Anyway, so I'm closing in on this video. This has got to be done. But anyway, so yeah, join NXT. It was good. Or go watch NXT from November 15th, 2022. Um, hope everybody has a blessed evening, night, morning, whenever you see this, hear this video, or listen to it. Hope y'all have a great day, evening, night, morning, whatever. Um, and that's that. So, yeah, was there anything else I wanted to say on the show while I'm on here? I have no clue. I guess that's it. I'm watching TNA. I guess I can just go ahead and say right now that Mike Bailey is freaking amazing. Mike Bailey's amazing. He did this crazy freaking move just now. Just insane. Insane. And I love some Jordan Grace and some Ty Valkyrie. Oh my god. I don't even remember her name in NXT now. That's how horrible it was. Um, I ain't got all day to be thinking about it, but they're showing a flashback moment of the week, and it's Jordan Grace dropping herself onto Taya Valkyrie and her manager dude, whatever. But so yeah, there's some big things popping and stopping, and I'm like getting right, man. We're getting ready for the Survivor Series, though. Survivor Series, bro. Survivor Series is gonna be off the chain. I'm definitely wanting to put out a prediction video for that, so y'all will definitely be looking for that. Um, but yeah, sorry I've rambled on this long, but I mean, I just like to talk, and if you don't make it this far, whatever, I don't care. I mean, I do care, but you know what I'm saying. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. Oh my God, Rosemary's barely got any makeup on. I don't know if I like it. No, I always like it. Rosemary is so gorgeous. TNA, Impact Wrestling. So Rosemary is hot to trot. She's so hot. She's so beautiful girl. She's beautiful girl. But her makeup, Why didn't I think about doing that? Anyway, um, it looks dope. I love it. So anyway, so I'm going to have to let y'all go. So that has been the format with your boy Matt Jackson. The format is out.